Welcome to 52 Questions. I'm Shannon Weber, Director of Hive. Every year, Hive answers hundreds of questions from patients and their partners and providers. And each week in 2018, we're bringing you one of those frequently asked questions in video format. And for this week's question, I'm with a special guest, Dr. Derrick Butler. I'll let him introduce himself. And this week's question is, what is undetectable? So we've made a lot of videos talking about U equals U, which is undetectable equals untransmittable. But we'd love to answer the question, what is undetectable?
All right, good question. So my name is Dr. Derrick Butler. I'm a family physician and HIV specialist, and I work in South Central Los Angeles. And I work in communities, mainly a community of color, and my HIV practice is focused on addressing the needs of those folks. So a great question, and what is undetectable? Because I have to discuss this with my patients every day, especially patients who are just starting treatment, who've got tested positive and know they have the virus, and talk to them about the goal of treatment is to become undetectable. So what does that mean? So remember, we don't have a cure for HIV. So being undetectable is the best we can do with the medicines we have now. And what that means is when we do the testing in your blood for the virus, the test itself, if it can't find the virus because you're on treatment, the treatment has stopped the virus from making copies of itself. It reads that test as undetectable. It can detect active virus floating around in your blood. But the issue is this: the virus is still there, but it's hidden deep inside cells in your bone marrow and in your lymph nodes, areas that are pretty locked away, and so it's not out actively causing harm to the body. And what we know now is that it's not able to be transmitted from you to other people because it's basically the virus that's there is hidden away deep in those cells.
So it's not found in the blood.
It's not found in the blood. Undetectable in the blood, but it's still there in certain parts of the body.
All right, great. That's super helpful. Thank you for answering that question. And join us next week where we'll answer the question, if I'm undetectable, am I still HIV positive? Have a great week.